Recently, we witnessed a number of cabinet ministers fronted by the opposition, to be specific, ODM, into William Ruto's government. We start with Honorable Joho, Honorable Opiyo Wandayi, Honorable John Mbadi, and among other appointees who've recently been announced by William Ruto. Raila has forsaken his companions who together formed the opposition and Azimio Kenya alliance. We've seen Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, and other leaders coming out to speak against the ills the Kenyans are undergoing during this era of William Samoei Ruto. But Raila has turned to be, I'm trying to find a good name that will not sound bad to the public. Is he turning into William Ruto's flower girl? Is he turning the opposition into supporting the then government? Then what happens to Kenyans if there's a government in place and there are no checks and balances by the opposition? And who truly now sits in the opposition if Raila and his ODM, being the largest political party in Kenya, joining government? You see, Kenyans who lost their lives, who got injured in the process of demonstrations against the ills of the government of the day, are left wondering how Raila is the beneficiary of what was to liberate the nation and not Raila getting into power. Several communities have risen against against Raila Amolo Odinga, saying it's time to let off the old guard and usher in new politicians to take over government. Like recently, Raila was in Kisii, where there was a purported consultation meeting where he insulted directly, while Gusii leaders were listening, an emerging politician, that is Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Why would he do that? And this is a region that has fully backed him over the years during his campaigns. Why would he not then support one of the communities that have supported him all through these years to rise into power? Someone argues that the next elections, that is 2027, which we don't know if they'll take place, because there is a motion